Originally, I came up with the concept of this video a long time ago when Doctor Strange 2 came out, and I thought the movie was just very meh. Like, there's a lot of good scenes and a lot of entertainment in the movie, but overall, in terms of plot and story, it was very bad. And the CGI looked very questionable at times. But now I feel like I can confidently make a video about it with the new controversy about how VFX artists have been treated at Marvel. And honestly, the controversy surrounding how VFX artists have been treated at Marvel does not surprise me at all, considering how rushed these MCU projects have been, and I've really noticed the CGI, and it's very apparent in No Way Home that CGI looks like dog shit. I swear, the PS4 game looks better, which honestly, I don't blame the VFX artists, I blame Marvel. Surprise, surprise, Marvel is a bunch of money-hungry idiots that don't learn from their mistakes. As of recent, Marvel's been rushing out these projects over and over again without giving them enough time to dry in the sun. They think they're making a lot of money off of doing this strategy, but as a result, it's actually costing them tons of money in the long run. If Marvel actually used their money wisely by creating great movies with tons of care put into it, they would be making bank in the long run, but instead they choose not to. They have all of the money in King Tut's castle, but choose the worst people to work on these projects. For no reason. They have no excuses for making these horrible projects when they could actually be making something good. Something at least half decent. But they're just too stupid to see it because they have a bad case of tunnel vision. And to even prove my point further, look at Star Wars for example. Because Kathleen Kennedy didn't have a plan at all with this new sequel trilogy and any other further projects with Star Wars. She just kept rushing them out without a plan and as a result, killed the product. I mean, sure, each movie in the sequel trilogy made tons of money, at least over $1 billion, but as a result has doomed the franchise. Because again, she was too stupid and has a bad case of tunnel vision. And that's what's happening to the MCU. And they still have time to turn this around. I don't think they will, because these movies keep making so much money that they don't see it. But you can tell the product of the MCU is dying when 2 of the movies of Phase 4 have bombed. Not to mention the storytelling in both the movies and the TV shows has gone completely down the toilet due to apathy. To add to my point about how Star Wars has been dying as a product, look at the toy sales. I've seen so many posts about how there's been sequel trilogy toys that have been warming shelves for years, and they haven't been picked up. You know why? Because of how terrible these recent movies have been. And not just the movies, but the TV shows. And it even messed with ticket sales because The Last Jedi was so horrible and completely screwed the franchise so hard in terms of characters, lore, and how everything was in Star Wars, and it broke so many rules that Star Wars established, that Han Solo completely bombed as a result of The Last Jedi. Hopefully sooner or later people are going to realize the decline of storytelling and overall the quality of each MCU movie and stop giving them money. We are gonna reach a point where there's an MCU movie that's gonna be just as bad as Game of Thrones Season 8, The Last of Us Part 2, and of course The Last Jedi, where it completely ruins the franchise to that point. Even though we've had some terrible MCU movies as of recent, there's too many normies that are too blind to see what the hell is happening. For example, No Way Home is praised over and over again to no end, but yet is probably one of the most overrated messes in the entire MCU. There's plot holes galore, questionable retcons of previous movies, contrived writing, and to top it all off, what every other MCU movie has, horrendous CGI. But because the movie was complete nostalgia bait with the leaks and the trailers, it made so much money. And I was hoping that the recent Marvel movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, would actually maybe be decent, half decent. I had pretty low expectations, and I was still disappointed at how horrible it was. And I'm just waiting for a movie in the MCU that actually wakes people up to how garbage this product has gone. Now, I want to go back to the original concept of this video, which was about Doctor Strange 2, and how it set a really bad precedent for the rest of the MCU. Well, mainly not Doctor Strange 2, but the previous movie, No Way Home, because No Way Home crammed so much Easter eggs and, legacy characters and cameos that it set a horrible precedent for Doctor Strange 2. That's probably what all the reshoots were about. And because all these cameos and all this stuff gets people talking, it gets YouTubers to talk about it and people talking over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those other social media platforms. It gets people talking, people making theories, saying, will this character appear in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Tobey Maguire making cameo in Doctor Strange 2, or Ghost Rider appearing in Doctor Strange 2, and all this and that. And it was around even in No Way Home or whatever, saying that, oh, is Doc Ock a clone, or alternate universe version of Sandman, or all these other, like, stupid theories that just create rumors and theories and fake news over and over again with these cancerous thumbnails that are only made for clicks and for attention and views, and it just creates this hype culture around the movie. And because they keep putting all these, like, cameos in the movie, people are gonna go rush to see it because they don't want to be spoiled. And most of these cameos have no substance in Doctor Strange 2. And because so many people went to go watch Doctor Strange 2 because they don't want to miss out or be spoiled about the cameos. And not only that, they don't even have to try on their advertising. The trailers for Spider-Man No Way Home were bad. They were really bad. And so were the trailers for Doctor Strange 2. But they don't have to lift a finger when it comes to advertising. They just have all these YouTubers do it for them. It's just like about cameos now. She-Hulk was supposed to be coming out in about a month, and honestly, I don't see any hype surrounding it. Only the memes about how bad the CGI is. Personally, I'm not really in the camp where I think the CGI is that bad, but it's still not that good. And even besides the CGI, the trailer's just garbage in general.
Your ass looks crazy right now.
But I know damn well there's gonna be people defending that show saying, oh, it's such a good, unique take on the Marvel formula. It's such a unique show. It's so cool. It's so different. When in reality, it's probably gonna be the same garbage shoved down their throats that they don't realize that it's actually the same because they're too blind. This is what happened with Moon Knight, where so many people thought it was different, it was unique, it had such a cool story, but in reality, it was the same garbage like the other TV shows. The only thing that really intrigues me about She-Hulk is maybe if Matt Murdock appears, but that's not going to make me hop on Disney Plus and want to watch the entire show. I'll probably just look up the clip on YouTube.
Bitch, don't nobody want that weak ass shit.